Romance of the Three Kingdoms, Chapter 62.
Eastern Wu with Sun Quan, he's got his own strategic headaches,
Right.
And his advisor, Zhang comes up with this really clever piece of advice. He says, basically, don't attack Jingzhou yet.
Okay, hold fire. So what do they do?
Instead of fighting, Zhang suggests this pretty ingenious letter strategy.
Yeah.
2 letters, 2 targets.
2 prongs.
Exactly. First one goes to Liu Zhang, who rules Sichuan. The letter claims Liu Bei is secretly plotting with them, with Eastern Wu, to conquer Sichuan.
Ah, classic divide and conquer, sowing suspicion.
Totally. The goal is to make Liu Zhang see Liu Bei as a traitor, maybe even get him to attack Liu Bei first.
And the second letter?
That goes to Zhang Lu. It orders him to attack Jingzhou, which is Liu Bei's key territory.
So hit him from another direction, make him split his forces.
Right. Force him to look both ways at once, make him vulnerable before Sun Quan even has to lift a finger. It's about creating chaos for your enemy.
It's more than just letters, though, isn't it? It's psychological.
Oh, absolutely. It's pure psychological warfare. You're not just spreading rumors. You're tapping into Liu Zhang's existing fears. You're making him want to believe the worst about Liu Bei.
Like confirmation bias.
Exactly that. You prime him to act rashly, turn a potential ally into an enemy, all without drawing a sword yourself. It's a very sophisticated way to undermine trust.
Okay, brilliant and sneaky. So let's switch over to Liu Bei. He's doing pretty well in Jianming Pass, got the people on his side.
Yeah, he's built up some goodwill there. But then, a letter arrives from Zhu Zhiliang, his top strategist.
And it's big news, right?
Double dose of it. First, Sun Furen, that's Liu Bei's wife, Sun Quan's sister. She's gone back to Eastern Wu.
Okay, that's politically tricky.
And second, even more critical, Cao Cao is attacking Sun Quan down in Ruxu, a major offensive.
Oof. That puts Liu Bei in a really tough spot.
He sees it immediately.
Yeah.
He apparently says something like, Cao Cao attacks Sun Quan. If Cao wins, he'll grab Jingzhou. If Sun wins, he'll grab Jingzhou too.
And Jingzhou is vital.
Absolutely crucial. It's the gateway, controls the Yangtze. Losing it would cripple Liu Bei's ambitions. He loses either way in this fight.
So he's kind of boxed in. What does he do? This is where Pang Tong comes in, right?
Yes, and here's where it gets really, really interesting. Pang Tong steps up.
His other key strategist.
Right, and his counter move is just brilliant. It turns the tables completely.
How so? What's the plan?
Well, first, Pang Tong reassures Liu Bei. He says, look, Zhu Zhiliang can handle Jingzhou. Don't worry about Sun Quan trying something funny there. Focus here.
Okay, frees up Liu Bei's mental bandwidth.
Exactly. Then comes the deception. He tells Liu Bei to write to Liu Zhang, pretending he needs massive help to go aid Sun Quan against Cao Cao.
Pretending, so it's a bluff.
A calculated one. It's framed as this urgent plea between kinsmen, lips and teeth relationship with Sun Quan.
Right.
But the request is huge. He asks for 30,000 to 40,000 elite soldiers.
Wow.
And 100,000 hu of grain. That's an enormous amount of supplies, enough to feed an army for months.
So she's claiming he's short on troops and food himself.
Precisely. Few in soldiers and lacking in grain, I think is the phrase used. And to make it even more convincing, he downplays the threat from Zhan Lu nearby, calls him a self-preserving thief who'd never dare invade.
So remove any excuse Liu Zhang might have not to send aid.
You got it. It's a test of loyalty, a demand for resources, all wrapped up in this urgent brotherly plea.
How committed is Liu Zhang, really?
It's like using an external crisis to force an internal issue out into the open.
Exactly. It's a classic power play. Are you really my ally or not? Put your resources where your mouth is.
Okay, the message is sent. Liu Bei's emissaries arrive in Chengdu. What's the reaction?
Liu Zhang gets the letter, calls his advisors, and right away you see the division. Deep suspicion. People aren't buying it.
Not everyone. Yang Huai warns him flat out. Says Liu Bei is just trying to win hearts and minds. He has not good intentions helping him. That's like adding fuel to the fire.
Strong words.
Yeah. And then Liu Bei, he's particularly sharp. He calls Liu Bei a hero, which sounds good, but then warns that keeping him in Shu, that's like letting a tiger into the house.
Ooh, vivid.
And then the killer line.
Yeah.
Giving Liu Bei troops and grain. What differs from adding wings to a tiger?
Wow. Basically saying, are you crazy? You'll make him unstoppable.
Pretty much. Huang Quan also advises strongly against it. The warnings are crystal clear, prophetic almost.
But Liu Zhang.
He hesitates. He feels his brotherly affection, this obligation. But the advisors sway him, partially. He opts for this pathetic half measure.
What does he offer?
A measly 4,000 soldiers, described as old and weak, no less.
Hardly elite troops.
Not at all. and only 10,000 ham of rice, a tiny fraction of what was asked. And just to cover himself, he also tells Yang Huai and Gao Pei, those generals at the passes, to tightly guard them.
So basically, an insultingly small amount of aid, plus orders to watch Liu Bei closely.
Exactly. It's the worst of both worlds. He offends Liu Bei without actually helping him,
Right.
and fails to really secure himself. That indecision is fatal.
You know, that failure to commit, it's fascinating. It's not just indecision, is it? It feels like fear.
I think you're right. It's like he's trapped. He's already let Liu Bei in, so he feels some obligation, maybe the sunk cost fallacy you mentioned. But he's also terrified of Liu Bei's ambition.
So he can't fully trust him, but he also can't bring himself to fully oppose him either.
Right, and that middle ground is just quicksand. He gives enough to provoke Liu Bei, but not enough to defend himself when Liu Bei inevitably reacts. His advisor saw the tiger, but he just couldn't slam the cage door shut or try to tame it.
A clear strategy, even a potentially wrong one, might have been better than just dithering.
Often the case, isn't it?
Yeah.
That hesitation cost him dearly.
So the messenger gets back to Liu Bei with this pitiful offer. How does Liu Bei take it?
Oh, it's pure theater. He apparently tears the letter to shreds, starts cursing loudly, plays the part of the deeply offended kinsman perfectly.
So convincing, the poor messenger just runs back to Chengdu.
Exactly. Sells the narrative. Liu Bei is furious. The relationship is broken.
And Peng Tong sees this.
He notes it straight away.
Yeah.
As Liu Bei's believable fury has basically abandoned all previous goodwill. The old plan is dead.
Time for something new, something more direct.
Right. Peng Tong lays out three options. The Santiao Jisei, the three strategies.
Okay, what are they?
The upper plan, full-on attack, march straight to Chengdu. Liu Bei thinks that's too hasty, too risky.
Fair enough. The second.
The lower plan, full retreat, go back to Beatty, then Jingzhou, regroup, plan later. Liu Bei finds that too slow, loses momentum.
Right. Gives Lu Zhang time to prepare. So the third option.
The middle plan. This is the clever one. Pretend to go back to Jingzhou. Lure Yang Huai and Gao Pei, the generals guarding the pass, out for a farewell meeting.
The ones Lu Zhang told to be vigilant.
The very same. The plan is to capture and kill them during this farewell, seize the pass, take the nearby city of Fucheng, and then advance on Chengdu.
Step by step. Seize the choke point first.
Exactly. And Liu Bei chooses this one, says it's not too slow, not too fast, just right.
The Goldilocks option?
Kind of, yeah. It balances the ambition of the upper plan with the caution of the lower plan. It's pragmatic.
And it relies on predicting the enemy's actions, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Peng Tong anticipates that Yang Huai and Gao Pei, despite the warnings, will feel obligated to personally see Liu Bei off. It plays on their sense of duty, maybe their arrogance.
Banking on their predictability.
Right. It's about seizing a tactical advantage by exploiting the opponent's likely behavior, their potential flaws. A beautifully calibrated move.
Okay, so the plan is set, but then something unexpected happens, right? A spanner in the works involving Zhang Song.
Yes. The tragic twist. So Liu Bei sends another letter to Liu Zhang. This time, the excuse is different.
Another feigned reason to leave.
Exactly. He claims one of Cao Cao's generals, Li Jin, is attacking a place called Qingshen, and he, Liu Bei, must personally go back to fight him. So this is his formal farewell letter.
Okay, reinforcing the idea he's really leaving Shu.
Right. So, But here's the fatal misstep.
Yeah.
Zhang Song, remember, he was Liu Bei's secret ally inside Chengdu.
The one who wanted Liu Bei to take over.
That's him. He completely buys Liu Bei's story, believes he's genuinely leaving.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So Zhang Song quickly writes his own letter to Liu Bei, urges him basically, don't leave, now's the time, advance quickly, I'll help from the inside. He even quotes the ancients about seizing the moment.
He's trying to keep the plan alive, thinking Liu Bei is abandoning it.
Exactly. But the letter never reaches Liu Bei. Fate intervenes in the cruelest way.
Ow!
Zhang Song's own brother, Zhang Su, comes to visit. They have a banquet. And somehow Zhang Song accidentally drops the secret letter.
Oh, you're kidding.
Nope. An attendant finds it after the meal and gives it to the brother, Zhang Su.
And Zhang Su reads it.
He does. And he's horrified. Sees it as treason, a family-destroying act. He doesn't hesitate. Goes straight to Liu Zhang and reveals everything, the whole conspiracy.
Yes, like that. Right.
Just like that. Liu Zhang is understandably enraged. He orders Zhang Song and his entire family arrested and executed immediately.
Devastating. All because of a dropped letter.
Utterly devastating. There's a poem quoted about it later lamenting the sheer, unbelievable oversight. Rare in the world is such oversight. Who knew a letter would betray heaven's design? It captures the tragic irony. Chengdu stained with blood before Liu Bei's plan could even fully unfold.
It really highlights the fragility of these grand schemes, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. Liu Bei's deception was so well crafted, designed to make Liu Zhang relax.
Right.
But it had this completely unforeseen, tragic ripple effect on his own ally.
Because Zhang Song misinterpreted the deception as reality.
Exactly. And then a simple human accident, dropping a letter, brings the whole thing crashing down for him. It's a stark reminder, isn't it? In war, in politics, in business, the best plans can be completely derailed by chance, by human error, by miscommunication.
Like hitting reply all on the wrong email, but with lethal consequences.
A very grim ancient equivalent, yes.
So Zhang Song is executed. How does Liu Zhang react now? He knows Liu Bei has sympathizers inside.
Right. This confirms his worst fears. Advised by Huang Quan, he finally gets decisive. Orders go out to all the passes, reinforce defenses immediately. No one from Jianzhou gets through, period.
He's locking down, finally taking strong action, but maybe too late.
That's the question. Because meanwhile, Liu Bei is already moving, putting the middle plan into action.
Marching back towards the pass, pretending to leave.
Yes. He marches towards Fucheng, then sends word ahead to Fujiguang, inviting Yang Huai and Gao Pei out for that farewell meeting, just as Pang Tong planned.
And do they fall for it? Even after Zhang Song's execution.
They do. They seem convinced Liu Bei is genuinely retreating. Maybe they think Zhang Song was an isolated case, or maybe they're just overconfident.
So they agree to meet him.
They do. And worse, they hatch their own plot. Gao Pei apparently says Liu Bei deserves to die for causing all this trouble.
They decide to assassinate him.
That's the plan. Each hide a sharp blade on our persons, they agree, and assassinate him at the farewell meeting to eliminate our Lord's trouble. Yang Huai thinks it's an excellent plan.
Oh, the irony. They're walking into Liu Bei's trap while planning their own ambush.
Exactly. Utterly clueless about the real danger. They set out with only 200 men, leaving the main force behind, completely underestimating Liu Bei.
Wow. So the stage is set for a deadly confrontation.
Absolutely. Everything is converging on this one moment outside the pass.
This crucial strategic pass, Fuguangguan, nestled by the Fushui River. And this isn't just a dot on a map. Capturing it is paramount for their whole campaign in the region.
And this is where we immediately see the sheer brilliance of Liu Bei's chief strategist, Pang Tong. People call him the fledgling phoenix.
Right.
He's not just looking at the landscape. He's dissecting human nature, predicting betrayal before it even really has a chance to form.
And the true genius unfolds right here. As they approach, Pang Tong immediately voices this profound suspicion about the local commanders, Yang Huai and Gao Pei. His advice to Liu Bei is like a masterclass in scenario mapping. He says, if Yang Huai and Gao Pei come happily, guard against them. If they don't come, advance and take the pass immediately. Do not delay.
He's basically engineered a win-win situation.
Yeah.
It's incredible. He's completely anticipating their likely treachery.
He's not waiting for them to make a move. He's already got a response plan for every possibility.
Yeah, this isn't just foresight. It's what you might call preemptive strategy. Pang Tong teaches us that true strategic mastery isn't just about reacting to threats,
Right.
but about proactively designing these win-win scenarios by anticipating every likely move and prepping a precise counter move. It's like setting a strategic trap for your opponents before they even step out the door.
Identifying the intention even if they do nothing.
Exactly. Planning accordingly based on that.
And then, as if to underline Pang Tong's prediction, something really dramatic happens. A powerful whirlwind just rips through their ranks. Yeah, blowing down Liu Bei's big commander banner right in front of his horse. Now, this is an era steeped in omens, supernatural belief, you know.
Absolutely.
So naturally, Liu Bei turns to his strategist. What does this all signify, he asks.
And Pang Tong, who's always the pragmatist under that sort of mystical veneer, he interprets this not as just superstition, but as a stark warning sign, a kind of divine confirmation of his gut feeling, his suspicion that Yang Huai and Gao Pei are indeed plotting an assassination.
Wow.
So in this context, omens weren't just, random events. They were powerful tools to justify decisive action, to galvanize the troops. It's a fascinating mix of ancient beliefs and really sharp political maneuvering.
And Liu Bei, he takes his advisor's counsel completely to heart, acts swiftly. He immediately puts on heavy armor, makes sure his treasured sword is right there, ready.
Smart move.
Simultaneously, Pang Tong issues these incredibly precise, critical orders to his generals, Wei Yan and Huang Zhong. Any soldiers accompanying Yang and Gao, doesn't matter how many, who they are, capture them.
All of them.
All of them. He leaves no room for doubt, saying not one to be allowed to return. It's an absolute lockdown, total control.
And this is more than just getting ready. It's the meticulous laying of a counter-trap within a counter-trap.
Yeah.
Every single detail is thought through.
Yep.
From Liu Bei's own safety to stopping any enemy soldiers from escaping and maybe raising an alarm, it really highlights the ruthless precision needed in these high-stakes power struggles. Leaving even one loose end can unravel everything.
Okay, so now Yang Huai and Gao Pei arrive. They are completely oblivious. They're walking into this perfectly laid snare. They roll up with 200 of their own soldiers, bringing sheep and wine, pretending it's a friendly send-off for Liu Bei.
The classic friendly gesture.
Right. And they've even got sharp blades hidden on them, believing Liu Bei is totally unprepared, just walking right into their trap. They must have felt incredibly clever at this point, maybe even a bit smug.
Oh, absolutely. They've fallen for one of the oldest strategic mistakes. Underestimating your opponent.
Big mistake.
Huge. They see Liu Bei's apparent lack of visible preparation and think it's genuine vulnerability. They just don't grasp the depth of his strategic counsel. It's classic arrogance blinding them.
But their supposed cleverness is about to just implode. Liu Bei seems to welcome them with open arms, invites them into his tent where he's sitting calmly with Pang Tong.
Okay.
Then he subtly turns the tables. First, he insists that they drink the farewell wine they've brought. A bit of a psychological power play, right?
Definitely. Puts them off balance.
Then the trap truly snaps shut. He skillfully dismisses their 200 soldiers, saying he has secret matters to discuss just with the two generals. Make sure they are utterly isolated, defenseless.
That's it. That's the moment.
They've been outmaneuvered at every single turn.
This is perfect execution of what you might call situational inversion. Liu Bei uses their own trick, their supposed friendship gesture, as the very way to capture them.
Yeah.
Dismissing their guards is the critical move. Strips away their only defense. It's a brilliant example of taking an opponent's intended strength, their sneaky deception, and turning it into their biggest weakness.
So the moment of confrontation arrives. Liu Bei, his voice just cutting through that false friendliness, loudly orders his guards, "Seize the two traitors!"
What?
Lu Feng and Guan Ping just materialize from behind the tent, grab Yang and Gao before they can even blink. Liu Bei confronts them right then, asks why they'd betray him, conspire against his imperial kin.
What's fascinating here is the immediate decisive action. Liu Bei, he's known for his benevolent nature. He might have hesitated otherwise.
Right.
But Pang Tong leaves absolutely no room for doubt. He immediately orders a search, confirms the hidden blades. Yep, they were armed.
Oof.
And stresses their intention to assassinate their lords makes their crime unforgivable. He demands immediate execution.
No messing around.
No. If we connect this to the bigger picture, it vividly shows that in the harsh reality of ancient power struggles, strategic necessity often just overrides personal feelings, especially when the leader's life is on the line.
And while all this is happening inside the tent, Pang Tong's earlier super precise orders, they're being carried out flawlessly outside. Huangzong and Wei Yan have already captured the entire 200 accompanying soldiers. Not a single one gets away.
Total lockdown?
It's a complete, swift, and utterly devastating turnaround for the guys who thought they were setting the trap. No loose ends whatsoever.
That thoroughness is just paramount.
Yeah.
Imagine the chaos if even a few of those soldiers had escaped. They could have spread an alarm, maybe compromised the whole attack on Fuguangguan.
Good point.
Pang Tong's foresight in seeing that possibility, ensuring a total lockdown, was absolutely crucial for the seamless continuation of their strategy.
Now here's another stroke of pure genius, I think. Instead of just punishing or, executing the captured 200 soldiers, Liu Bei, guided by Pang Tong, he talks to them directly, assures them they're innocent, that Yang and Gao were executed only for their treachery, their assassination plot. He even offers them wine to calm their nerves and promises generous rewards. It's brilliant, but is this truly benevolent, or is there a bit of cynical pragmatism here, leveraging their fear?
That's a really sharp question, and it's precisely where the lines blur in high-stakes strategy, isn't it?
Yeah.
While it looks like benevolence on the surface, it is undoubtedly a fantastic example of military ingenuity and deep psychological leverage.
Okay.
By pardoning the soldiers, Liu Bei and Pang Tong didn't just avoid needless conflict and bloodshed, they gained a crucial willing asset. These men, who would otherwise be enemies, are now obligated, even motivated, to serve Liu Bei. It's a kind of strategic empathy, understanding the enemy's motivations and flipping them to your advantage, achieving a huge objective without spending more resources.
And Pang Tong doesn't waste a single second. He immediately puts these newly pardoned soldiers to work, orders them to lead the army to Fuguangwan that very night.
Uses them right away.
Instantly.
Oh, yeah.
Upon arriving, they call out to the guards, pretending Yang and Gao have returned with an urgent message. The guards inside, unsuspecting, hearing their own guys.
Trusting voices.
Exactly. They open the gates. Liu Bei's army just floods in, capturing the pass without shedding a drop of blood. It's an absolute masterclass in using every detail, turning it into a bloodless victory.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is the epitome of leveraging human psychology in warfare. They exploited that existing trust between the guards and their former comrades to just bypass heavily fortified defenses,
Incredible.
secured the pass quickly, 0 casualties. It's a textbook example of getting maximum strategic impact with minimum cost. It shows that the sharpest weapon is often the mind, not the blade.
So the next day, as you'd expect, Liu Bei hosts a grand feast at Fuguangwan to celebrate this amazing victory.
Time to party.
Right. In a moment of revelry, maybe a bit drunk, Liu Bei turns to Pang Tong and asks, "Isn't this gathering joyful?" You'd expect everyone to be like, "Yeah." But Pang Tong throws a total curveball at the celebration. What's really going on here? Is he just being a killjoy, or is there something deeper he's trying to teach Liu Bei, especially after such a huge success?
Oh, Pang Tong is absolutely not just being a killjoy. He's acting as Liu Bei's moral compass here.
Yeah.
He's tapping into a core idea in, Confucian philosophy. He calmly replies, "To attack another's country and find joy in it is not the act of a benevolent general." It's a nuanced critique, right? A benevolent ruler could conquer to bring peace or order.
Sure, justification.
But genuine, unbridled joy in the act of attacking another's country that might betray the very benevolence they claim. He's pushing Liu Bei, and us really, to consider the deeper implications, the moral weight of even a righteous conquest.
The ethical cost of war.
Exactly. It challenges the very definition of leadership.
That's a powerful and kind of uncomfortable truth. And Liu Bei may be feeling called out, a bit defensive because he's had a few drinks.
Understandable reaction.
He reacts sharply. He brings up the historical precedent of King Wu of Zhou celebrating his victory over the tyrant King Zhu of Shang, and asks, wasn't that the act of a benevolent general?
Throws history back at him.
Yeah. He dismisses Pang Tong, says his words are unreasonable. Pang Tong just laughs and leaves. But later, after sobering up, Liu Bei deeply regrets his outburst. This whole argument, it offers a vital leadership lesson, the sober second thought.
Indeed. Liu Bei's initial ego-driven reaction is perfectly human, right? Who wants to be criticized during a celebration?
Nobody.
But his deliberate choice later to apologize shows that real leadership isn't about being perfect, but having the strength to course correct, to value honest advice over personal pride. It's a testament to self-correction as a kind of leadership superpower.
Recognizing you need that trusted voice, even when it's hard to hear.
Exactly. Someone to hold you accountable.
And this brings us right to the art of reconciliation. The very next morning, Liu Bei, knowing he messed up, dresses formally, goes up to the hall and sincerely invites Pang Tong over.
Takes initiative.
Offers a heartfelt apology for his drunken words, asks him to not take it to heart. It takes a truly great leader to admit fault like that, especially to a subordinate, and to do it so publicly and humbly. That humility right after a big win is really profound.
It truly is. It demonstrates Liu Bei values Pang Tong's wisdom, their partnership, more than his own pride. He acknowledges that even a leader can be wrong, and genuine respect needs an open mind, the ability to accept tough truths. But Pang Tong's response is equally masterful, I think. He stays calm, composed, just talks as if nothing happened, shows his own immense character.
But he doesn't just passively accept the apology, right? When Liu Bei insists, no, only I was at fault, Pang Tong offers an even deeper insight, he says. Both ruler and subject were at fault. Why only blame the Lord? That's incredibly insightful, isn't it?
Yeah, this is collaborative accountability in its purest form. Pang Tong doesn't just accept the apology, he reframes the whole conflict. He shares the responsibility, reinforcing their bond instead of letting pride create a rift. By acknowledging that both sides maybe could have handled it better, Liu Bei with his outburst, maybe Pang Tong with the timing of his rebuke, he just diffuses the tension and strengthens their partnership.
And that shared laughter that follows.
Right. It signifies their camaraderie is restored, maybe even stronger than before.
Liu Zhang, the ruler of Yi province, was just completely floored by Liu Bei's speed. Apparently, he just yelled out, "See!" Right, basically, wow, I can't believe this actually happened today. Just pure shock. It wasn't just losing some land, it was a real psychological blow. So he calls his officials, desperate for a plan, a strategy.
A strategy to push them back. Urgently. And what's interesting is the advice he gets right away from Huan. Very clear-headed. No crazy counterattack. Pure strategy.
Yeah.
He says,
send troops overnight to Luoxian, block the main artery.
exactly. Highlighting Luoxian, it's the throat, the absolute key passage.
Get that full.
The road to Chengdu, his capital, is basically open. It's the last real defensive line.
So Zhang gets it. He quickly sends 4 key generals, Lu Gu, Ling Bao, Zhang Ren, Deng Xian.
And not just a few troops. 50,000. A huge force.
Shows how seriously he took the threat, and this is where it gets weird.
Right, before they even get there.
Something unexpected happens. As these 4 generals are marching this massive army towards Luoxian, Lu Gu throws out this wild idea.
He suggests a detour.
Yeah, to Jinping Mountain. Says there's just an extraordinary person living up there.
Purple Void Immortal.
Whoa.
Sounds very grand.
And this immortal supposedly knows people's futures. Who you do, life, death, status, the works.
Okay, hold on. You're marching 50,000 troops to defend your homeland from imminent invasion.
And you want to stop for a chat with a hermit.
It really tells you something about the mindset, doesn't it? The mix of practicality and, well, superstition or deep belief.
Or maybe just desperation, looking for any possible edge.
Could be, but not everyone's keen. Zhang Ren, he's like, seriously.
Yeah, his exact words were pretty blunt. Basically, we're soldiers fighting a war. Why are we asking some guy on a mountain? Pure pragmatism versus something else.
But Lu Gu pushes back. He even quotes the sages. Sages say, extreme sincerity can lead to foreknowledge. He's arguing for it based on ancient wisdom.
So despite Zhang Ren grumbling, up the Lu Gu, the mountain peak, they go.
They find the immortal, who's apparently reluctant at first. But Lu Gu keeps pleading.
And finally, the immortal gives in. He doesn't speak, though. He writes
an 8-line poem. Cryptic, foreboding.
This is it.
That's heavy stuff dropped right in their laps.
Let's break it down, because this is key. Left dragon, right phoenix.
Generally understood, yeah, as Liu Bei's top strategists. Zhu Jilang, the sleeping dragon.
And Pan Tong, the young phoenix.
Right. And then the chilling lines.
Young phoenix falls to earth. Sleeping dragon ascends to heaven.
Yeah.
It's pretty direct. Predicts Pang Tong's death.
And Zhu Jilang's rise. Then the conclusion.
Oh, yeah. One gains, one loses. It's heaven's decree. Act on opportunity, don't die in the underworld. Wow. Fatalistic.
It implies this is all predetermined. Heaven's decree. It's not just a prediction. It's fate. Which raises huge questions for them, right? How much do their actions even matter if it's all written down?
Exactly. And Lu Gu, he wants more. He asks about their fates, the 4 generals.
And the immortal. Even blunter.
Oh, predetermined fate cannot be escaped. Why ask? And then, poof, he pretends to fall asleep.
Dramatic exit. Leaves them hanging.
Dramatic exit. Leaves them hanging.
So how do they react? Lu Gu totally buys it. The words of the immortal, for him, that's truth. Yeah. Undeniable.
Maybe even comforting in a strange way, knowing what's coming.
Perhaps. But Zhang Ren, still skeptical, calls the immortal a duke.
A crazy old man. Sticks to his pragmatic guns.
This clash, belief versus practicality, it's right there between the commanders, just when they need to be on the same page.
So's division right from the start. Okay, so prophecy aside, they finally get to Luoxian with their 50,000 troops.
And they immediately see its importance. They call it Mizane.
The safeguard of Chengdu. If it falls, Chengdu is hard to protect. Exactly what Huang Quan had warned Lu Zhang about.
It's a natural fortress, right? Rivers, mountains, narrow passes.
A perfect choke point. Ideal for defense. Losing it wouldn't just open the road, it'd crush morale.
So the defense plan, it's layered. Pretty smart, actually. Lu Gu and Zhang Ren, the believer and the skeptic, they hold the main city. Cruel.
Guard Luoxian itself. The main fortifications.
But crucially, Ling Bao and Deng Jian take 20,000 troops and set up 2 forward camps.
Right. 60 line out. That's what, about 25 miles? 40 kilometers?
Yeah, the good distance. And positioned Fun, using the terrain.
Mountains. Dangerous ground. They're forcing Liu Bei's army into tough spots before they even see the city walls.
Exactly. It's a first line of defense. An early warning, a tripwire designed to bleed the attackers, slow them down, buy time for the main defense. Solid plan on paper.
Okay, so Luxian's defenses are getting set up. Let's flip back to Liu Bei.
They've taken Fushui Pass, momentum's high.
Yeah.
He and Pang Tong immediately target Luoxin.
And specifically, those two forward camps, 60 line out, they're the first big obstacle.
Right. Got to clear those before even thinking about the city.
So Liu Bei, knowing how to fire up his generals, throws out a challenge.
He asks basically, who wants the glory? Who's going to take these camps and earn the first merit twos?
He knows what that means to them. Glory, reputation, and a chorn, a big reward.
It's a calculated move to harness their ambition. But, oh, maybe too much ambition.
First up, the veteran, Zhang. Experienced, respected, he jumps at the chance.
Eager for it. But before Liu Bei can even say yes,
Wei Yan steps forward, and he doesn't just volunteer.
no, he directly challenges Huangzong. Publicly. In front of everyone.
Says something like, "A chef."
Oh. The old general's age is advanced. How can he possibly go?
Ouch. And then adds that Huangzong might even mess things up for Liu Bei because he's too old.
That's incredibly insulting to a veteran like Huangzong. Questions his competence right to his face.
You bet Huangzong is furious. Called old like that, he immediately demands a duel.
Wants to fight Wei Yan right there in front of Liu Bei.
This is bad. Really bad. Two key generals ready to fight each other. The whole campaign could unravel right there.
Morale, discipline, gone.
Liu Bei sees the danger instantly. He jumps in.
His words are crucial.
These real Cornin? I'm trying to conquer this land, and I'm counting on both of you.
You dally, if two tigers fight, one gets hurt.
Thessia's ruined my great enterprise. He lays it out plainly. We need you both. Stop this now. Masterful intervention.
And this is where Pang Tong, the young phoenix from that prophecy, remember, steps up with a solution.
A brilliant one. Avoids the duel. Satisfies their egos.
He says, you two don't need to fight.
Each of you attack one camp.
Whoever takes their camp first gets the first merit.
Perfect. Turns their rivalry outwards against the enemy. Gives them both a chance for glory. Genius.
So, Huangzong gets assigned Ling Bao's camp. Wei Yan gets Ding Xian's.
Both accept, eager to prove themselves. The contest is on. But Pang Tong, he's still cautious. That prophecy might be in the back of his mind. Who knows?
Or just sound military sense. Rivalry can still cause problems.
He advises Liu Bei to follow them. Take 5,000 troops. Lead a backup force personally.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Cover all bases. If the rivalry boils over, or if the enemy camps are tougher than expected.
Liu Bei agrees. He leaves Pang Tong to hold their current position and heads out with Lu Feng and Wan Ping to back up his eager generals.
Huangzong, the veteran general.
He lays out a plan, super clear, very disciplined.
Tells his troops, get ready at the fourth watch. That's, like 1 to 3 a.m.?
Roughly, yeah. Then march at the fifth watch, so 3 to 5 a.m.
And attack through a specific valley, the left one, right at dawn.
By the book. Seems solid, designed to work.
But, this is where ambition kicks in, right?
Yeah.
This neat plan immediately runs into a problem.
Wei Yan.
Wei Yan. And he secretly listens in on these orders.
Sneaky.
Totally. And instead of thinking, okay, got it, he decides, I'm going earlier.
Wants the glory for himself.
Exactly. He plans to get his troops ready at the second watch and march at the third.
Stealing the spotlight.
Pretty much. It's a classic ambitious move, isn't it?
As he's riding along, he gets another bright idea.
Yeah, he thinks, I'll hit Ling Bao's camp first.
Okay.
Then he figures, I'll use those winning troops to hit Deng Xian's camp too. Double the glory.
Wow. That's incredibly impulsive, making tactical decisions on the fly like that, completely ignoring the bigger picture.
And that impulsiveness, well, it nearly blows up in his face. Big time.
So Ling Bao wasn't caught off guard.
Not at all. He was ready. Wei Yan rides up, expecting an easy win maybe, but instead it's a fierce battle.
And Wei Yan's troops, they marched half the night already, right?
Exactly. They're tired, not exactly peak condition. And they get hit from two sides by the enemy forces. It gets ugly fast.
So Wei Yan has to pull back.
Tries to. But as he's retreating, Deng Xian ambushes him from a mountain valley.
Oh, man.
His horse trips, throws him off. He's on the ground, about to be captured.
So his whole plan, his grab for glory, almost got him killed and maybe wrecked the whole offensive.
Pretty much sums it up. It was hanging by a thread right there.
A desperate moment, but just as it looks like game over for Wei Yan.
Who shows up?
Hong Zhang, the very guy he defied.
Right on the ridge. Just appears, fires one arrow, takes out Ding Xian. Dead. Just like that.
Wow. Talk about dramatic entrances. That must have sent a jolt through everyone on the field.
Absolutely. And think about the message that sends, right? The difference between reckless ambition and seasoned discipline.
Hong Zhang was just following the original plan?
Yep. He was where he was supposed to be, ready to support. His timing wasn't luck. It was part of the strategy Wei Yan ignored.
And his arrival saves the day.
Completely. He then goes straight for Lang Bao, forces him back. The veteran turns a total rout into, well, not a victory yet, but he stabilizes everything. Saves Wei Yan, saves the attack.
It's a powerful lesson in leadership, isn't it? Sticking to the plan versus going rogue.
Definitely. Meanwhile, Liu Bei isn't just sitting back.
Right, he's leading his own forces. What's his move?
He sees the chaos Wang Dong's created, the enemy focused on that fight, and he uses it. Brilliant timing.
How so?
He swings around and hits Ding Xian's camp from the rear while everyone's distracted. Just takes it.
A real masterstroke. Seeing the bigger picture beyond the immediate fight.
It's more than just grabbing an opportunity. It shows incredible battlefield awareness. He's coordinating things, even in the chaos.
So Lang Bao retreats from Hong Zhang.
Right. Tries to fall back to his other camp, the one on the right.
But Liu Bei's already there.
Liu Bei, Lu Feng, Guan Ping, they've already taken it. Lang Bao's trapped.
Nowhere to go.
He makes a run for it, tries a mountain path back towards Luo City, but nope, gets captured.
And what about Wei Yan in all this? He caused the mess, got saved.
Well, here's where it gets interesting. Wei Yan, he knows he messed up big time. He owes Hong Zhang his life.
So he tries to make up for it.
You could say that.
Yeah.
Maybe self-preservation too. He quickly sets up a trap, uses some enemy soldiers actually, gets them to guide him, and he personally captures the escaping Lang Bao.
So he turns his massive blunder into a point in his favor. Capturing the enemy general is a big deal.
It is. It's a very skillful pivot, you might say. Born out of necessity, perhaps, but still, he delivers Lang Bao.
This whole chain of events, I mean, insubordination, rescue, capture, it leads right into thinking about Liu Bei's whole style, right? His famous benevolence, his ren yi.
Exactly. The sources make a point of describing his policies. Right. Things like no-kill banners if enemy soldiers surrendered.
Pretty progressive for back then.
Very. And compensation if anyone got hurt.
Yeah.
And captured soldiers. They could choose to join his army or just go home.
That's remarkable, but it also raises questions, doesn't it? Especially in war.
It does.
Yeah.
On one hand, it's humane, maybe wins loyalty in the long run. On the other, is it practical? Is it smart, militarily speaking?
Especially right after Wei Yan's stunt. Wang Zhang must have been furious.
Oh, yeah. Wang Zhang demands Wei Yan be executed. Straight up. Disobeyed orders, nearly caused a catastrophe. Standard military justice would say he's right.
Discipline is crucial.
You need that chain of command. Wang Zhang understands that. A leader has to enforce the rules, especially after something like this.
But Liu Bei, he doesn't go for it.
Nope. He looks at Wei Yan, acknowledges the capture of Lang Bao, calls it redemption.
Instead of execution.
He tells Wei Yan, basically, thank General Hong Zhang for saving your skin and knock off this rivalry.
That's forgiving. Diplomatic, even. But couldn't that be seen as weak? Like, undermining discipline? What stops the next guy from trying something similar?
That is the absolute core of the dilemma here. Hong Zhang represents the immediate practical need for order. You mess up that badly, there are consequences. Period.
Makes sense.
But Liu Bei, he's playing a longer game. He's trying to build something bigger, an empire built on more than just fear.
He's banking on his philosophy.
Right. He's trying to inspire loyalty, not just command it. He believes showing mercy, offering a second chance, will create a stronger bond. Maybe convert enemies, too.
It's a huge gamble, though, trading immediate discipline for potential future loyalty.
A massive gamble. And then he doubles down.
With Lang Bao, the guy they just captured?
Yeah, he doesn't just pardon Wei Yan, he releases Lang Bao. Gives him wine, new clothes, a horse.
Seriously, after Lang Bao fought them tooth and nail.
And then asks him, hey, could you go convince Liu Yi and Zhang Ren to surrender Luo City for me?
Okay, that's audacious. Even Liu Bei's own people must have thought that was nuts.
Wei Yan certainly did. He speaks up immediately. Says, look, this guy is not coming back. He's not going to help us. He sees the obvious risk. Betrayal seems almost guaranteed.
Based on, reality.
Based on battlefield realism, exactly. Releasing an enemy general who just fought you? It's practically inviting trouble. Huge security risk.
But Liu Bei insists.
Stands firm. Says he believes in treating people with benevolence, trusting they won't betray him. It's his core value, front and center, even when his own generals are shaking their heads.
He's willing to risk a lot for that principle, hoping kindness works where force might not.
And find out pretty quickly if it paid off. Why not?
Yeah, those consequences don't wait around, do they? Just like Wei Yan warned.
Nope. Liu Bei's trust exercise. It goes south fast.
Lang Bao gets back to Luo City.
And immediately lies. Tells Liu Ge and Zhang Ren he killed some of Liu Bei's guys and escaped. Zero intention of helping Liu Bei.
So the trust was completely misplaced. The gamble failed, at least initially.
Spectacularly. And this news, plus losing Deng Zhan earlier, really rattles Liu Zhang back in Chengdu.
Understandably. He calls his council.
Yep. His son, Liu Sun, pipes up, offers to lead the defense of Luo City himself.
Liu Zhang takes the threat seriously then.
Extremely seriously. He points his uncle, Wu Yi, and two other generals, Wu Lan and Lei Tong, to take 20,000 troops and reinforce Luo City.
20,000? That's a major commitment of forces.
It shows Liu Zhang isn't messing around. He sees Liu Bei making real gains and is throwing serious resources at stopping him.
And Lang Bao, the guy Liu Bei just released, he's back in the game.
Back with a vengeance.
Yeah.
And he proposes something. Well, clever but utterly ruthless.
What's the plan?
He suggests diverting the Fu River. It's known for being swift, powerful.
Divert it where?
Where? Right towards Liu Bei's camps. Use the river itself as a weapon to flood them out, drown the army.
Whoa. Weaponizing the landscape, that's brutal.
But potentially devastatingly effective. If it works, Liu Bei's campaign could be literally washed away.
And the command approves this.
Wu Yi gives it the green light, recognizes how effective it could be. So Lang Bao heads off to get everything ready, build dams, redirects, whatever's needed.
So while Liu Bei is dealing with the fallout of his mercy, a whole new massive threat is being prepared.
Exactly. The battlefield is constantly changing, and new problems are popping up elsewhere too.
Like what?
Liu Bei gets back to Fucheng. He's talking strategy with Pang Tong, his advisor.
And bad news arrives.
Critical intelligence. Reports say Sun Quan, downriver, has teamed up with Zhang Lu up north.
Oh, rivals teaming up, that's never good.
And their target, Jining Pass.
Jiming Pass, why is that important?
It's absolutely vital. It's Liu Bei's main supply line, his route back if things go wrong.
So if they lose that?
To cut off, deep in enemy territory with no supplies, no retreat, the whole invasion of Shu could collapse right there, turn into a desperate fight for survival.
Okay, that's a huge threat to their rear. What do?
They need someone reliable to hold that pass. Meng Da gets the job. He's a Shu native, knows the area.
Smart choice. Local knowledge helps.
And Meng Da recommends Hu Jun to help him.
Yeah.
Hu Jun used to work for Liu Biao, so another experienced officer.
So Liu Bei is trying to secure his logistics while still pushing forward, covering his bases.
He has to. A strong attack means nothing if your supply line gets cut.
Right. Okay, so defenses are being shored up.
Yeah.
And then things get weird.
Yeah, this is a great little scene. Pang Tong goes back to his quarters after all this strategizing.
And finds someone waiting for him.
Not just waiting. A guy walks in tall, looks imposing but kind of rough, unkempt hair.
Just walks in.
Walks right in, lies down on Pang Tong's bed like he owns the place, and then says he'll tell you about the great affairs of the world. But Pang Tong has to get him something to eat first.
That is incredibly bold and bizarre.
Almost theatrical, right? Very strange entrance.
Pang Tong must have been thinking, spy.
Exactly. Given everything going on, the war, the betrayals, he's immediately suspicious, calls for Fa Zheng.
Fa Zheng knows the local players, right? Good move.
It's a smart move. Bring in someone who might recognize this odd character.
And does he?
Instantly.
Yeah.
Fa Zheng walks in, the guy on the bed. He exclaims, Xiaozi, it's been a while.
Xiaozi. The text even hints
this really intriguing line, something like, it's precisely because the people of Shu encountered an old acquaintance that the Fu River's flood was quelled.